Okay. Hi, and welcome to more Kingdom Hearts 358. Well, good morning, Sunshine. During your beauty nap, I found out the whole CO team is toast. Oh yeah, we're right. We heard that the, Castle Oblivion team, aka the Organization 13 members from Chain of Memories, got wiped out. Such a pain to hunt down every last treasure chest, don't you think? Hey. Wait, oh, I skipped a line. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of... Hey, totally, Roxas. Look at all the chests in Mission 14, man. I'll make it worth your while. You're awake. Did you ever find out what happened at Castle Oblivion? We're looking into what befell them. Them? How many? I still don't know. What I know is that we don't owe you any explanations. We'll get to work. You'll be on your own for a while. Wherever our other members are, they're certainly not here to help. You know, you'd think that the organization would be kinder to their literal one Keyblade wielder. Or I guess technically they have Shion, but... Oh wow, those do a lot of damage. You know, I'm wondering if I should let them knock me down to low health and then initiate Limit Break. I know I was kind of clowning on Limit Break for the entirety of the last episode, but it's really good if you need to do a lot of damage really quick.
Nice try.
Oh, I didn't bring any... I don't have any, what's it called? Any potions installed. Whoops. I guess I'll go grab the chest over here. See if there's a potion in here. Nope, it's an ether. Great. Ow, rude. I might need to withdraw and come back with a different loadout. Excuse me? What? How is my mission already done? Did it not respawn the enemies? I mean, okay, I'll take it, I guess, but... Oh, come on, of course I would bonk. I 100% have enough air mobility to get that chest early. If I cut the corner tight. If I can cut the corner tight. Is there a chest up here? Where are the other two chests? Oh, there's one right there. I really need to air slide, or whatever it's called in this game. I guess I'll leave that behind. Also, I have remapped my controller, and it feels better. It feels better having circle to jump and X to select commands. Ooh. New, level up. We need, there's a, ability unit. Ooh, combo boost. Combo boost on this Keyblade that already has a whole ton of combo. Oh, whoops. There we go. I was just about... This is what I was talking about. Level links. This is so, like... I love this level up system. It's so good. Like, I know that some people aren't too hot on this level up system, but there's something about, like, the concept. I've always loved this kind of sort of management aspect to... Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but kind of like how Resident Evil 4 has its inventory management. Nope, not level up. I need level doubler. And we will rearrange as needed. Just casually doubling our level. Combo jump. Combo boost. What does the ring I have on now do? Oh, wow. Conducting solo, yep, until it can recoup. Oh, we haven't actually done one of these mission types yet. This is just collect emblem. It's really odd. The emblem hunting missions always felt kind of like... Oh, that's not even the emblem I'm supposed to be looking for. That's a Unity badge. These middies. There's still more somewhere? Okay, so that should be all of the ones in this room, and then I assume that there's more in the next room as well. Oh, come on, really? Where are the enemies? Actually, wait, I should go up to the top before grabbing any more. Please stop. I do find it a bit interesting that you can refill the little circle gauge around the emblems by killing enemies. Oh, come on, really? Well, I guess we're leaving. I'm sorry that my performance wasn't good enough for you, Saïx. The tail bunker. Ow. I like that this Unity badge is just right here. You're supposed to be like a hidden collectibles to unlock stuff in mission mode, and then just... I should set up, shortcuts. Okay, fine then. I won't deal with that. Sad. Hello there, Mr. Dragon. That heal it? It did. Okay. Nice try. Holy shit! It just casually shredded it. Well, one of the chests is right here. Do you think that item that I just picked up is the air dash? Or do you think that it's another weapon? It might be another Keyblade, actually. Where's this other chest? Guess it's probably over here in the little offshoot area. No? Where that chest is. I don't care enough to spend 10 minutes looking, though. Oh, there it is. Conveniently timed. Do not vibe with the poison plant. Get it out of my sight. Okay. For panel synthesis, what do I need, buddy? Old buddy, old pal. Really? I can't. I just straight up can't cast it. Okay, Sayax, what's the big mission for this block? Eliminate fire plants in Agrabah. Sour lemon icy pulls, is that good enough? Hey Sachi, how are you doing? I think that should be good. It's really weird that you can't edit your shortcut menu in the field. Not dying of exhaustion, so you're doing good. Oh boy, that's so much better. I would like to set my shortcuts. It's not in config. Is it in panels? How do I set my, shortcut menu? Nope, I don't want to do Hollow Missions game. I genuinely don't know how to set my shortcut menu. You have a tutorial on that? Shortcuts. What? Okay, there we go. That's a really odd shortcut system. Another sandstorm?
Are you sure, Aladdin?
Unfortunately, yes. All the merchants were talking about it.
This is terrible.
It's only one of the things that's got me worried.
Why? What else is wrong?
The Heartless. They've been showing up all over Agrabah.
Heartless?
Yeah, they always appear right before a sandstorm hits. I thought it was just a coincidence during the last storm, but
Oh no. I hope this isn't a sign of things to come.
can you please stop that? And there's this chest right next to the portal. Loaded Gear Plus. Anything over here? Nope. Gosh, it's amazing how much better this feels to play with B and A swapped. I need to start putting some potion panels on. Oh, lovely. We're doing this. That's actually kind of crazy. Those enemies don't show up until, like, way late game in KH1. Really? Fine then. Get out of here. How did you take no damage from that? What?
Nice try.
These are the worst type of enemies, by the way. The kind that just actively try to run away from you. They aren't good, and they have never been good. They are not fun game developers. The only time when they are even remotely okay is when it's an enemy that gives you, like, you know, a couple thousand experience when you kill it in an RPG.
Nice try.
What? Please stop. Got out of the stun lock I had it in. There we go. Get out of here. What? Wow. Hey, get back here, Boo. I told you, you can't just take things from the marketplace. No excuses. We made a promise. No more stealing. Now come on, let's go give this back. Okay. Wonder where the rest of the flowers are. Good enough for me. Day 71. Here comes the sourpuss. By the long face. Nothing, okay? You gotta admit, Castle's a lot quieter. Half as loud as you might say. But I could get used to a smaller, more tightly knit group. How about you? Hey, Roxas, man. Hey, Roxas, man. Did you hear? No survivors. Everybody at CO got KO'd. Heavy stuff. Oh. They're really gone. Gone with the wind, right, Ziggy? Ew, I really dodged a bullet there. Lucky you. Now you get to do double your hours till I'll pick up the slack. Ugh. Roger that. Remind me to underachieve twice as hard from now on. Interesting. Sounds like the worst has come to pass. The whole CO team wiped from existence. It's hard to come to grips with the idea that Axel is gone. I feel choked up? I don't know what you'd call it, but I've never had this kind of sensation. Went to the clock tower to have ice cream, but nobody else showed up. I sit up on the clock tower but no one comes. Not Axel, not even Shion. A weird lump in my throat won't go away. Something else is bothering me. This is gonna sound crazy. Good thing this is a private diary. But these pictures kept flashing through my head. Not all the time, just sometimes. Ever since I collapsed. It happens when I'm awake, too. On missions. So I don't think it's a dream, but where are the pictures coming from? Pulling your weight, kiddo? Not that you weigh anything. What are you, around $1.05? Here, take this in case you pass out. Everybody's out in the field pulling double duty. Hard workers, I salute you. Finish your preparations and be on your way. Okay, destroy the Shadow Globs. I need... I very specifically remember this mission. Just gonna slot some potions in there just as a bit of a stopgap to keep me from dying. Shadow Globes, harmless present, allowing them to propagate further could have dire and unpredictable consequences. Gotta go punch these Shadow Globs, and some of them are in spots that you can't really reach. So you kinda need a lot of fire casts for this. It's just a chest in the usual place. Every time I see these possessors, they always remind me of Monstar from the original Paper Mario. Wow. Thanks, game. I find it a bit odd that there's really no reason to, kill Pure-Blooded Heartless, because they don't give you anything for them. This is the glob that I remember needing fire for. I think you can get all of the rest of them. Oh, controller? Thought my controller was doing the thing that it did in the Link to the Past randomizer, where it just freaked out and died for no reason. Hey Squiggles, how are you doing? I wonder if I might need to get a new cord to connect my controller with. You doing good? Nice. Really? Okay, I can make that jump. Honestly, I need to get back into Baldur's Gate 3. I got super into it for like a week. And then, before they patched it, I ran into the thing where, if you played multiplayer with someone, their character was just locked into your party. Before they patched it so that you could remove them and shove them in a wardrobe. And it was very frustrating, and it made me have to... It basically made me start over. Whoops. Never used any friends' characters. There was a big thing where, once your friend has, like, once your friend had joined your playthrough, you couldn't remove them from your party. And it was really dumb because it meant that, if you played, like, a 4-player game, you literally could not, do any of the, origin character stuff, unless you chose to play as one. Where are the rest of these? Oh, there's one. One more to find. Not over here. I wonder if it's down in the little ditch off to the side. Over here. Getting close to the end. mods on playthrough too. I've heard that the modding scene for Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty crazy, because there's a mod that adds in like 50-something races that you can play as, and it's nuts. Around the front of this. Party element being gone. Yeah. Some of my friends were messing around with that in their original playthrough. And like, it's unbalanced, but it's like intentionally unbalanced, you know? Wow. Playing it on Tactician make it more balanced? Probably. Hey, Roxas. How's it hanging? What's the matter? Look like you seen a ghost. Axel? But I thought you were gone. Castle Oblivion, the whole team was annihilated. Correction. Weaklings were annihilated. You had me worried. Worried? That's a neat trick, considering you haven't got a heart to feel with. Wait here. I'll go buy us some ice cream. Axel gets one shot by the shadow I didn't kill right behind him. Those possessors are dangerous, by the way. They do a boatload of damage. Gotta check in with the boss or he's gonna let me have it. You haven't RTC'd yet? Nah. Well, why come here? Guess I needed some time to sort out my feelings. Whatever, mister, I don't have a heart. Hey, your ice cream's melting. Heat up. Holy fuck, Axel, they ran out of sea salt and just had super sour lemon icy pulls while you were gone. Thanks. This doesn't taste like sea salt at all, Axel. You know, I started inviting Shion up here while you were gone. Shion? Really? Yeah, I promised her the three of us could have ice cream together. You know, once you got back. Me and her are friends now. I do like that they incentivize having you do the extra missions by giving you slot releasers for every one that you finish. Why didn't you report in? Oh, good to see you too. You're welcome. Thanks for the kind words. I'm told Namine has gone missing. Here one minute, gone the next. Don't know how she got out. Searched every room, I expect. You're kidding, right? It's like counting grains of dust in a building full of sneezing people. Ever make your own popsicles as kids? Yeah. What about the chamber? Did you find it? Come on, I would have told you that much. Gotta hand it to you. You're right. Armor Lucia, traitors. You knew exactly what was up. All I did was find a place to send everyone who's getting in the way. Well, it's nice to know where I stand. Sheesh. Come back in one piece, or didn't you? The 5 pixels that are Axel's face looked so confused, yeah. Disposed of Zexion. One Piece? It's real, Sachi. Don't you know? That's how you wanted it, right? I'll play your way. For now. The One Piece is real! I haven't watched any One Piece, but I have a whole bunch of friends that tell me that I should watch it. Hey, get this. Pair me with you today. It's a slap on the wrist. What? Why am I a slap on the wrist? Well, they just know how much I loathe babysitting. Oh, thanks. Would kill him to give me a day off? Look at these bags under my eyes. Alright, come on, partner. Right behind you. After work, Axel turned up. Just like that, out of nowhere. I didn't know what to say. I thought we'd lost him for good. I went up to the clock tower and talked for a while. I told him about Shion. Choked up sensation has gone away. Axel, those aren't bags under your eyes, they're triangles. Oh, gosh. I want those slot releasers, but I also don't want to do the extra stuff required to... required to actually, you know, get those from the shop. Let's get this show on the road. Young? Search me, man. Probably out on a mission, too. Or, on a mission, no? Sending Axel with you today. You say we make this quick? Yeah. Just chest over here again.
Yeah, cut. Yeah, cut.
I'm surprised that counted. Nope, no enemies up here. Oh, great, this mission. Where is it? I don't know how to do a P-voice. Gotta be around here somewheres. Who's that? What's he up to? He wasn't here the last time I came by, that's for sure. He's very crusty. Strangely enough, Pete's art style translates better to 3D on the DS than the organization members, like significantly better. Well, I ain't giving up till I find a way in. Once I find the lamp that's stashed down there, all my wishes will come true. Guessing the lamp is gonna grant his wishes? Yeah, strange guy. Change your plans, Roxas. Our new mission is following Lunkhead here. What? But we're out on Heart Collection. Won't we get in trouble if we just... Looking into any suspicious characters you come across is an important part of the job. But wouldn't you still call it disobeying orders? No, I'd call it flexible thinking. Got it memorized? Plus, we'll still have plenty of time to collect hearts afterwards. No harm, no foul. I guess. Good. Then we're agreed. Now, the key here is to keep your eyes on him, Roxas. Just make sure he doesn't lay eyes on you, follow? I feel like this is gonna be horrible to do with, D-pad instead of circle pad. Hooray for poorly programmed stealth sections. Stealth sections in non-stealth games are the absolute worst. Beat up Pete time. He does have a health bar. Why does he have a health bar? Game, I would like to be able to turn the camera, please. Also, why does Roxas's vision only extend, like, 5 feet in front of him? Huh? Swore someone was watching me. Guess I'll be jumping in my own shadow. Great, I had to go and lose my place. Now I gotta start looking from the beginning. We did not video gaming. That counted as us getting caught, apparently. Sharper than he looks. Careful not to let him out of your field of vision, Roxas. Obviously, you need to stay out of his. Stealth mechanics in non-stealth games are bad. Also, the worst part about that is that I don't even think that Roxas got seen there. I think that was Axel that got seen. What's he staring at that wall for, anyway? Roxas, we wouldn't be investigating if we knew all the answers. Bingo! Finally found it. Wow, what is Pete's voice? Open sesames. Hidden door in the middle of the city? Why? Where does it lead? I think our friend here is about to show us. Keep tailing him. Try to be subtle about it. I'd rather not, Axel. How about you do the tailing? Never would have guessed this was here. I'll say. But this is a nice little bonus. Casual 8 chests. Can't go behind the Cave of Wonders anymore. And here comes the infamous push a block across the giant room. This cave's bigger than it looks from the outside. Hey, I think we lost him. So what now? Guess we'll have to give up for now. Switch back to art collection. You don't want to look for him? Nah. Would've liked to know what he was up to, but hey. Just finding out about this cave is enough of a feather in our cap for today. Plus, searching a place this big would be a royal pain. What happened to this being an important part of the job? Like I said, flexible thinking. Oh, I see. Hey, let's just get this mission over and done with. The legendary push that block across the giant room. Funniest prank Square Enix has ever pulled. Oh wait, am I not allowed to push this right now? There's some deep gashes in the floor here. Yeah, like someone dragged something heavy across it. There we go. Absolutely riveting gameplay. And don't worry, you get to do this multiple times. The worst part is you have to push this crate in the opposite direction because there's a switch up on that ledge, if I'm not mistaken. Nomura's magnum opus. Yeah. You know how, like, From Software Miyazaki loves putting poison swamps in his game? Nomura, like, blacks out and puts sliding block puzzles in Kingdom Hearts. Axel, you're not supposed to be riding this. Thank you, Axel. Okay, what does the plaque here say? There's an indentation in the middle. Looks like some kind of mechanism. Unheard of indie studio called Disney. I really hope that, like, this game needs a Final Mix version. Like, imagine the panel system, but you can rotate the panels in them. Imagine how great that would be. Apparently the reason that they didn't was because they ran out of time, actually. I think the ship has long since sailed, but they're still making more Kingdom Hearts games. They literally announced Kingdom Hearts 4. Granted, I guess it would be a bit weird for them to make a remake of a game that's in, like, a different story arc, but still. Really? Wow, Axel, rude. I don't know. I think that a Days remake, it would need to do a decent amount. Well, I say a decent amount. It would need to do a lot. But I feel like it would be well received by fans because most people subscribe to the you should always play Days instead of watching the cutscene compilation. Wait, how is my... what? Doesn't do anything. Yeah, you have like a backpack that you put things that you find in missions in. Wait, what did that do? I think only this game has the limited inventory. Somebody get the child a bag of holding. Boy, I wish. Push the mechanism. I think I got lost on this mission casually as well. Where? Where are they? You. Ow. Rude. Please stop turning. Okay, Axel, let's get out of here. I wonder if repeatedly rolling is faster than just walking. That takes care of that. Ready to go. Yep. Gosh, what were those voices? You're more outgoing now, you know that? Yeah, well, you are too. Me? Think? Guess he must have rubbed off on me.
Huh?
Huh? Who did? Let's just say you can thank yourself, though we get to sit here again and laugh like idiots over ice cream. I guess Shion's not gonna show up today. Ooh, I got Cure. Where is she? Hey, Roxas. Axel, you seen number 14? Xion? Now that you mention it, no. It's been days now. 10 days at least. Wish I could help, but I took off for CO almost as soon as Xion joined up. A lot I missed. I feel bad. I promised we'd all get together for some ice cream. Two of your friends, right? Tell you what, I'll pick Saix's brain, see what I can find out. Thanks, Axel. Me and Axel went to Agrabah. He seems different now that he's back from Castle Oblivion. Ice cream was just the two of us today. I wonder when me, Axel, and Xion will all get to have ice cream together. Okay, so we got... Okay, so we're gonna slot one of these here. And we're gonna, I assume that upgrades it to Cure, yeah, Cure 2. I do kind of wish that I could overlap the multicast and the level up one. Oh, whoa, that gives me level 4 Blizzard? Mr. Organization Moogle, do you have anything new for me? Have any blazing shards, Roxas? Give one to me. Take this as an exchange. I didn't return until late yesterday night. It's been tough with so few of us. I'll ask him about Xion, but take care of your mission. Having you visit a new world for your mission today. Cool, we're going to Beast's Castle. It's almost completely empty. Also, I can't be the only one that with this specific song, this song sounds like it's being played off of a GBA sound chip, right? This is the castle. What was that roar? It came from inside. Maybe it's the Heartless I'm after? I guess I'll find out. Time to head in and take a look. Ooh, do I finally have something I can link with my block? I like that they just kind of ran out of spots to put the ordeal badges. Or never had any spots to put them in the first place. They just kind of throw them out every which way. Really? You. Perish, so that I may read. Honestly, like, I feel like this game is very clunky, partially just because it's a DS game, but I feel like giving it proper analog controls and being able to control the camera with the or with your right stick would be, like, immensely helpful. Budge. Must be locked from the inside. Come on. There we go. Secret door. Secret tunnel, maybe. This door threw me off in another mission originally. Because it doesn't even look like a window, it just looks like a piece of, or like a door, it looks like a window. Oh. That opened this here. Weird.
Yeah, yeah, catch. Yeah, yeah, catch. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Catch. Yeah, yeah, catch.
There's a door up here. Nope, not there. There either. It's just down in here. It's awfully quiet. Is nobody home? There's my target.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Allow me to spam fire at point-blank range. Mission accomplished. Time to RTC. Huh? What was that? Another Heartless? Something besides the Heartless. Well, Sayex's orders were to RTC as soon as the mission was done. I better call it a day. Looks like this is the only way out. I'll just unbar the door. I feel like this has to be faster if you're mashing perfectly. Get me out of here. Where's Axel? I hope Shion's okay. Is that a panel that I have to install? Because if that's a panel that I have to install, I will 100% install that panel. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Sorry, I was up late. Couldn't sleep. I asked Sayax about Shion. And? Friend was sent on a mission, but never RTC'd. But why not? Shouldn't the mission be done by now? I don't know. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Why is that? You and me get to go track Shion down. That's our mission today. You mean it? No, I made it all up. Go back to bed. Yes, I mean it. Hurry up and get ready, will ya? Yes. After I finished my mission, I wanted all three of us to have ice cream, but I couldn't find Shion. It's been at least 10 days since I've seen her. Axel said he'd ask Sayax what was going on. Speaking of Axel, I didn't see him at the clock tower today. Mr. Moogle, do you have any more stuff for me yet? No? No? Shion's whereabouts? Shall I ask the cards for you? Have you been doing much synthesis, man? See if you can cook something up out of 2 potion panels. Let me know when you're through. I can. Oh wow, that cost a lot of heart points. Hey, you did it! Synthesis is real handy, keep it in mind. Here you go, you can have this. Combo tech. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot, I have a panel. Okay. I think Shion's in Twilight Town somewhere. Take this, just in case. Don't come back until you find out what happened to Shion. Where do you suppose Shion is? Well, the mission in question was to take out a giant Heartless. It could be anywhere. Let's start by digging up info around the town. If we can find that Heartless, then there's a good chance we'll find Shion, too. Right. That Heartless committed the greatest crime you can commit against an adventurer, masquerading as treasure. Where's the switch for this? Ooh, cure recipe. So I'm pretty sure that I know where I'm supposed to be going. I'm like 90% sure that I'm supposed to be going to the abandoned mansion. Either that or the Sandlot. Those are my two guesses. Best for it, you got it. Scoop up some sea salt ice cream today. Sure you heard that right?
Yes, I'm sure. I told you.
You heard it where again?
The tunnel. I was just there and I heard a weird low moan.
See what was making it?
Are you kidding? I was scared. I got out of there as fast as I could.
A low moan. Could be our Heartless. Or it could be Shion, injured, unable to make it back to the castle. I'm sure Shion is just fine. Come on, let's go check it out. FF7 looking ass Hainer over there. That's what Cloud's model in FF7 looks like from a distance. Got any more of them pixels? Where is the switch to get there? Are these shutters just closed without any way to open them now? Because that's specifically the way I want to go. Is that how you're gonna play this game? What? Okay, I swear to Christ there was a shutter there. Axel just has no face. No Shion. No Heartless either. Huh? What are you guys doing down here? Lose someone? You could say that, yeah. Weird rumors of a strange moaning sound? Strange moaning? Oh, are you talking about that vent up there? The wind coming through it creates a lot of echoes. It sounds kind of like a moan. Ugh. What? Ugh, for crying out loud. So, you guys said you lost something? Someone. A friend of ours. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you find them soon. Thanks. So what's your story? Why are you down here? Me? That's a secret. Axel, no. Hey, I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Pence. If you ever need anything, I'm always happy to help. Thanks. Sure, I'll catch you later. Well, that was a dead end. Yeah, all we really learned was the guy's name. Time to hit the town again. Find your friend. Cool. If you're not gonna allow me to go through that door ever, can you just put a shutter over that section of the map, please? Shutter shift. What? Why would you shutter off these spots? To the mansion. Will there be anything here? I don't know. Knowing this game, we probably need some random piece of information first. Hold up. A really stupid idea for a clip. Draw distance, Batman. You gotta remember that this was a DS game. It the DS doesn't even have a gigabyte of RAM. It has like 256 megabytes. Alette, what's Pence up to?
He said he was off on another one of his investigations today.
He's been acting pretty dodgy lately. All this sneaking around? Wonder what he's up to.
It beats me. He freaked out when I swung by the usual spot yesterday. I wonder what he was looking at. He hit it in a hurry.
Why would he do that? Wonder where the usual spot is. Guess I'll have to hunt around. I actually wonder how much RAM the DS has. Stepladder's ancient. It squeaks like crazy. Roxas, that's a ladder, not a stepladder. See the dartboard, but where are the darts? These crates were just thrown in a pile here. They're all empty too. Sofa's seen a lot of use. Some of it recent too. Huh? There's something behind this oil drum. Hey, I found a piece of paper. Some kind of map. Somebody scribbled some notes on it. Spooky steps from beyond the wall. Hey, this one's about a moaning tunnel. Sounds familiar, huh? What's more? Doppelganger, the animated bag. Ghost train, haunted mansion? There's 7 altogether. What's it all mean? I think we know just the guy to ask. If nothing else, he seemed to know a lot about the town. Thank you, game. Thank you for making me sad about the intro to Kingdom Hearts 2. It will not be the last time. Absolutely will not be the last time. Hey guys, something I can help you with? Yeah, actually. We had a question. Okay, shoot. Let's see if it's anything I know. Is anything weird happening here? You know, in the town? I mean, there are lots of little quirks and mysteries, right? Like, say, spooky stairs. Oh. So you guys are like me, investigating the town's 7 wonders. Yeah, something like that. Wasn't planning to talk to anyone until I'd finished up my investigation, but... Alright, I'll tell you what I got so far. That is, if you can answer the following questions. What? They're about the town. Want to see how serious you are about investigating this place. What's at the top of Station Heights? That would be the Station Plaza, I think? It's not right. It's not worth to go and check, though. I'm going to brute force this. There we go. Correct. Alright, a promise is a promise. I'll tell you what I know. So I've been digging around, and I've learned that the town's wonders are all linked. In the sense that they're all made up. Nothing but stupid urban legends and rumors. What? Those stairs you mentioned? Total sham. Truth about that one is just embarrassing. Just another sleepy town, huh? I'm sorry, guys, you're wasting your time. Well, except maybe for the 8th wonder. There's an 8th? Yes, this is a DS game. not a 3DS game. The top screen would be wider if it was a 3DS game. Actually, look at this. This is what a 3DS... This is my 3DS setup. There's an 8th? I guess I'll wait for the... Oh, wait, I guess I don't need to. What about the tree out in the woods? There's one tree where if you shake it, the whole place starts to rustle. Swish, swish, swish. Weird, huh? I still haven't seen it firsthand, so I can't tell you much. But people have said they feel like they're being watched there, even though it's deserted. Pretty strange. Yeah, how are you doing, Kentish? It wouldn't be much of a wonder if it wasn't. I'm planning to go figure out the trick behind it later. Good luck with that. Thanks. Well, I should get back to my investigation. Try to keep this to yourselves, yeah? That was uninformative. Maybe, maybe not. Huh? You said people have been feeling some kind of weird presence in the woods outside of town, right? Maybe that's Gion's target. Right. Let's go check it out. And we have to take the long way around. Kind of. Because some asshole shut these shutters for no reason. Something scribbled on the wall. It's there, it's hungry, don't turn around. Weird. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, I really wish... Yo, thanks for the bits, Kentish. I really wish, like, one thing that I would really love for a 358 remake to have, like, please give us models for these Keyblades. These Keyblades are so cool. But as far as I'm aware, they don't appear in any other Kingdom Hearts game.
Ha, yeah. Trap.
Where's this tree I'm supposed to be attacking? Oh, there's rustling here.
Ha, yeah.
Is something there? Huh. Looks like I got a live one here. Hurry, Roxas. Don't let it get away. Right. Also, can I just say, like... like them to appear in other Kingdom Hearts games, like which ones? Well, I wish that they would have shown up in, like... what is it? Dream Drop 2. Or I guess 2.8 doesn't really work, but Dream Drop and 3D. Or not 3D. And 3. You think that's the one? No wonder Xion had trouble. He's blending right into the scenery. Put him in Kingdom Hearts 4 when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. So where is Xion? Still out trying to find it, probably. What do you suggest? Well, target's a target. Doesn't matter who takes it out. I say we do it now before it vanishes again. Right. I'm very excited to get to Dream Drop because Dream Drop is where I genuinely have not experienced, like, I have a very, very rough idea of what happens in Dream Drop, but it's primarily just I know minor plot beats. I don't know the actual, like, plot explanation of what happens in Dream Drop Distance. And then Kingdom Hearts 3, I know nothing about. Xion.
Roxas?
Xion. Focus, Roxas. We have to take that thing out first.
Nice try.
It is a miracle I am still alive.
Nice try.
Ow. Wow, that does nothing. And you call that cure too? Kick his ass, Axel. Xion, are you okay?
Roxas?
Looks like it hurt.
I'm fine. Thanks. It's just...
You can tell us all about it. First, let's find a place to sit down. To the clock tower. There you go.
Thanks.
Why was your hood on for one scene there? Eat up. It's gonna melt.
I know.
Gosh. I'm falling out of practice with my voices. What's wrong? Not hungry? Cause she's emo. She doesn't want Axel to see her face. You wanna talk about what happened? We're here for you if you want to get it off your chest. Right, Roxas? Yeah, that's what friends are for.
I can't use the Keyblade anymore. And without it, I can't do my job.
What happened?
I don't know, but if I don't defeat Heartless with the Keyblade, the hearts they release just find their way into another Heartless instead. I swat them in one place and they just pop up in another.
You sec?
I'm supposed to be collecting hearts. Those are my orders. Without the Keyblade, I'm useless.
Is there anything you can do, Axel? Wish there was. It's just like Shion said. No Keyblade, no can do.
They're gonna turn me into a Dusk once they find out they don't need me.
Come on, Axel, think of something. Hey, I'm racking my brain here. There's just no way to... Wait. What? Tell us. What if you work double duty, Roxas? Huh?
What do you mean, Axel?
Shion, stick with Roxas until you can control the Keyblade again. Make sure your missions are with him. Then you can collect the hearts. And nobody will ever have to know that you're not doing the same. Axel, that's brilliant! But Roxas, that also means you have to collect twice as many hearts. I can do it.
You don't mind?
Of course not.
But
Hey, friends have got to be able to lean on each other now and then. Ain't that right, Roxas?
thanks. So, Axel, does that mean that you and I can be friends?
Well, yeah. Was there ever any doubt? Any friend of Roxas's is a friend of mine.
Thank you. Roxas, Axel, thank you.
Eat your ice cream. Air slide, finally!
Morning, Roxas.
Hey,
You ready to give this a shot?
yeah, come on. Together?
Yeah. Is it a problem?
What in the world would possess you to ask at a time like this? Shorthanded as it is, you expect me to say yes. Why not? It seems like a good idea to me. 2 half pints together and you get a whole. Let us pair up. We can do tougher missions for you, no problem. Fine. Do as you wish. You know, fun fact, the Roxas's Diary segments are important enough to the actual lore of this game that, other than the cutscenes being remastered for the cutscene compilation on PS4 and PS3 and all those, the diary entries are all also there as well. My job today was to help Axel find Shion. Turns out she had gone missing, but we managed to find her. We finally got to all have ice cream together, which was nice, but Shion can't use her Keyblade anymore. Axel says friends help each other out, so I'm gonna go on missions with her until she remembers how to work the Keyblade herself. Why did I read that all in one breath instead of splitting that up?
Let me give you this before we take off.
Off with you. Whoa, that's way too voice. Yes, that's way too voice. You and her will make it work. Just keep it subtle, yeah? By the way, have you been filling the bonus gauge completely? Yep, organization rewards guys who go through tough work. I'm gonna try the gauge for days 51 to 57, then come see me. Sayax may have something for you. But, what if... Now, hear me out. I didn't do that. Oh. Oh, hey, you filled up the bonus gauge. That's great. Somebody's an eager beaver. Think Sayax put together a special mission for you. Go ask him for the details. Better prove that two people can work like three, or this arrangement comes to an end. Wow, lots of missions. Let's see if I can actually finish this.
Yeah.
Okay. Your enemies? Cool, thank you. Yeah, we're trying to be stealthy as we go around these worlds. Yeah. Really? I don't have high jump or double jump or whatever yet, so... Just imagine Sayax being like, you know, Axel brings up the idea of, like, you know, oh, we're supposed to be stealthy, like, why are we leaving these emblems all over the place? And Sayax is just like, I just wanted to test Roxas. Like, I just wanted to fuck with him. Come on, are we really not? I'm glad that there's a lot of extras here. This dialogue is all the same. Oh, I am going to synthesize if I'm able. Okay. I'm gonna be able to cast Cure level 6. Hopefully, Cure level 6 will give me a, decent amount of health back, unlike Cure level 2, where it gave me nothing. So I've been thinking, I'm not entirely set on what I want to do after this game. We've still got a large... This is only episode 2 of this game, but, you know, it's better to think ahead and be prepared for what's up next than, you know, be left with what I had before, where it was just me, you know, oh shit, I need to actually play something. I'm considering possibly doing Paper Mario, like the first Paper Mario, in preparation for the Thousand Year Door remake next year. These large armors suck. To be fair, the large bodies always suck, but... But yeah, nothing's set in stone yet, but I would like to play Paper Mario at some point before Thousand Year Door remake comes out. Ow, rude. I don't know. I would also really like to play Mario Wonder when it comes out. Though, I don't think I'm gonna make that release day at this point, because it's, you know, the 19th and it comes out tomorrow. Unless I took a break and played Mario Wonder for a day. But... I don't know. Lots of options. Lots of games that I'm really excited for. Why did the music sound like it was playing 2 times over itself there? She doesn't seem to have made any difference. The master's temper is as bad as ever.
And someone's coming.
Hide. Only he would make an attempt to be suave or genteel. Surely then he'd see.
Is that a...
A walking clock.
He mentioned a master. Do you think he's a servant here in the castle?
Maybe. How many times have we gone over this plotline in Kingdom Hearts? It's a trick question. Because, technically speaking, it happens once off-screen in Kingdom Hearts 1, once on-screen in Kingdom Hearts 1, or in Kingdom Hearts 2. Then it shows up here, and, I think it... I'm not entirely sure if it shows up again after that. But still, that's 3 times. Maybe.
Well, what are we going to do? The way he's pacing around.
Yeah, we'll have to keep out of sight while we take out Heartless. Didn't it show up in the Ventus game? No, you don't go to Beast Castle in Birth by Sleep. Don't worry, Shion. That clock has some of the worst peripheral vision I've ever seen. Hmm? Uh-oh. How peculiar. I could have sworn. Oh well, perhaps the master's finally driven me to distraction. He almost spotted us. We need to be more careful. But yeah, trying to think of the worlds in Birth by Sleep, because, you go to... You go to Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty in the first set of worlds. Then you go to Peter Pan, Lilo and Stitch, and Disney Town in the other world line. Or, well, not world line. World line is a put Peter Pan in his place. Yeah, exactly. Can you stop? Oh, that's... How in the world is it that I have Cure level 8 or 6, and it's still that bad? Best boss fight in the entire series, putting Peter Pan in his place.
Hey Roxas, check out this new trick.
Teleports behind you. Is there more Heartless in here that I didn't see? Could I have gone up one of the doors over here? Wow, that was really easy. I really hope there aren't many of these stealth missions. Can we beat the shit out of Cogsworth? He probably has a health bar if you lock onto him. 'Cause Pete had a health bar. I genuinely cannot overstate how much I enjoy this, this system for your abilities. There's something so satisfying about being able to do what I just did.
And so our orders are to investigate a cave this time.
Right. Axel and I found it here last time we were here. There's a hidden entrance in the city.
Wow. How did you stumble across that?
By accident, mostly. We spotted somebody acting fishy, and Axel suggested we tail him.
And that led you to the cave. Good call on Axel's part. So, you ready to go explore it?
Yeah, hidden doors down that way, come on. Time for block pushing adventures.
Uh-oh, we're not alone.
Heartless.
What do you want to do?
We have any choice. Let's clear him out.
Roger that.
But Roxas, the rat might see us. Abu, why is your tail a 2D plane? There are 0 vertices in your tail. That monkey. I saw him here last time, too.
Hey, Roxas, look. He must have dropped it.
Where do you swipe something like this?
What do you think? Should we just leave it?
You were thinking you didn't remember a rat in Aladdin? Sachi, isn't the whole, like... Isn't the antagonist's whole shtick in that movie calling Aladdin himself a street rat? It's up to you, Shion. May not get a chance to return it. But if you don't pick it up, somebody else will.
Then I guess I'll hold on to it. It might come in handy.
Okay, let's head for the cave. Shion, what did you just put, like, what even was it? Was it like a gem, or was it...
It was a gumdrop. It was a really big gumdrop.
You see, it's not stealing if you intend to return it someday.
Roxas, I'm not quite sure that that's how that works, but... Maddie's also given me the voice of Maya Fey, so, that's definitely how it works, actually. Yeah, let's go with that.
Wow, they kept this room stored in RAM for this long, or did they just changed the spawn points of these.
Hey, what do you make of this?
There's a hole here. It's like something's meant to fit inside.
Huh. It looks about the same size as this gem I found. I definitely found it. I didn't steal it.
Shion, those are not the same shape. They're not even the same shape.
No way. It clicked right into place.
Guess that explains where the monkey found it.
If it was here to begin with, it should probably stay here. Ready to dig a little deeper?
Any pretense of possibly returning it someday immediately went out the window.
We've come this whole area. What's next?
Let's head further into the cave.
Okay.
Oh, wait, did I need to jump back down and to go back over to the other platform? So, while I was, messing around with rebinding my controller for this, I had a very, like, I was like, okay, so the camera controls in this game work off of, you press L and R to rotate the camera. Just like, you know, PSP game, DS game, you know. For some reason, well, I guess it's just a limited amount of buttons. Lock-on in this game, you might see me rotate the camera to the right by accident while trying to lock on. Well, not even by accident. It's because they mapped lock-on in this game to double tapping right, like the right bumper. And I was like, oh, you know, I'll just, oh, great. I was like, oh, I'll map, left and right to left and right on my right stick, so I can use the right stick for camera controls. And then I promptly realized that if I did that, because there's no double binding, which seems to be something that emulators are very vehemently opposed to for some reason. Let me map things to multiple buttons, please. It would be very helpful. It would make it so I had to flick the right stick right twice anytime I wanted to lock on to anything. Oh, do I need to hit the button in the corner again? Of course I do. swear, Shion, if you teleport up in front of me. What is this thing?
When in doubt, give it a good smack.
Hey, it's another one of those blocks.
Yeah, wouldn't hitting it work?
No. Because this is block number 3. Where is block number 2? Oh, is it down over here on the ground? No. Where's this extra button? It's not just like right here, is it? Okay, good. Where was the other one? See, part of me thinks that it's like up in the rafters because there's a rafters area up here that I can't get to right now. See? I think there's a door up in this corner for it. Where is our second Mario Party dice block? else from this? Where is the number 2 block? Shion blocked me. I was waiting for it to happen. For some reason, the way that the AI moves your NPC companions to you never really had KH down as a platformer, so it feels a tad jarring. Yeah, that's fair. It's really weird because for the most part, the Kingdom Hearts games aren't platformers, but Kingdom Hearts 1 is very platforming heavy. Where is this? And this opens the gate up there. Yeah, the very first Kingdom Hearts has some platforming in it. KH2 kind of got rid of a lot of it, and then kind of tried to retroactively re-add it in Final Mix. Not one of those blocks.
Try hitting this one.
Floor's cracked.
Yeah, this looks like it was all built ages ago.
But yeah, the very first Kingdom Hearts had a decent amount of platforming in it, especially Deep Jungle, which is why a lot of people hate Deep Jungle. Me included. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix added the Cavern of Remembrance and all the platforming challenges that were in there to get to the Super Boss stuff at the end. Oh, Dream Drop Distance, from what I've heard, has a lot of platforming in it. It's like it introduced this whole new gimmick called Flow Motion that allows you to do like really like heavy parkour. And I think it got carried into KH3, though I'm not sure about that. I might be wrong about that. Flow Motion fucks. Hated Dream Drop Distance. I've heard that it's made some interesting choices in terms of like how progression works. Flow Motion was so heavy.
Huh? So the switches were for those steps.
Let's see where they lead.
Okay.
I've heard that the gummy ship replacements from Dream Drop are well liked though. Dream Drop Distance is funky, but also Twooey characters. Yeah, that's fair. I really wish it wasn't so impossible to find a copy of The World Ends With You Final Remix or whatever it's called. The Switch port. Because I would really love to stream The World Ends With You, but trying to play it on emulator is like a fool's errand. What's this statue?
It's holding a jewel or something. I think that's about all we're gonna find down here.
Yeah, I don't see any more doors or switches.
And so what's the verdict?
Well, we searched the cave top to bottom. Let's call it a day in RTC.
It sounds good to me.
Played it on an emulator as a kid. Did you play it on a phone emulator by any chance? Because phone emulator seems like it would be significantly easier than trying to play it on computer. Hey, who are you bozos? Uh-oh, I know you. Huh, here for the magic lamp, are you? Really? What magic lamp? Don't try and play dumb with me. You listen up and listen good. This lamp is official property of Pete. That's me, you got it? Goons can keep your dirty mitts off. Were you playing it with an actual mouse, or were you playing it with a, or were you playing it with the mouse pad? Mouse pad. Puny little punks. I can't do a Pete voice. First, I can't find that dag-blasted lamp. Gotta deal with these weirdos. Just ain't fair. Thinks this can't be good. I'm out of here. Hey, wait.
Come on, Roxas. We can't stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Hurry. I'm ready. Like, one of the few pieces of gameplay knowledge that I have about this game is that when you see the name Lurchthorn, you 100% bring like 25 casts of fire.
Yeah, we made it.
Just barely.
And so I take it that was the guy?
One who made... Yes, he shows up and says cake and then dies. The guy, you know? The one me and Axel saw? Yeah. Pete, I think he said.
Yeah, he kept on going about, he kept going on about some magic lamp.
Wonder what he meant.
Roxas, behind you.
Huh? Ah. What am I looking at?
You okay?
Yeah. Doesn't seem hostile.
I think it likes you.
Figure that one out. Or figure that one out? What? That's the bottom screen. The tiny screen is the bottom screen, by the way. Gosh, I don't even know how to do a genie voice. I'm just gonna read this out. Yeah, figure that one out. I'm not gonna lie. That genie model actually doesn't look half bad. Yeah.
Who are you?
Who am I? You wanna know who I am?
Yes?
Well, alright then. One personal introduction coming right up. The name's Genie, formerly of the lamp, but call me by my first name, kids. And this is my good friend, the magic carpet. Nice to meet you. Yeah, likewise. Why does Genie's model look like genuinely multiple times over better than every other character model we've seen so far? Hey, come on now, you could do better than that. I mean, why so glum? Feeling a little blue? Believe me, I can relate. No doubt. So, who are you kids? Where?
Psst, Roxas, change the subject.
He needs negative polygons. Where, change to what? Me? I was just swinging by Agrabah to check in. When all of a sudden, Carpet here decides to pull the tassel to the metal and take off. He says he spotted a friend. A friend? That friend is me? I know, crazy, isn't it? I tag along all ready to reminisce about old times. But I have no idea who the Cosmos you are. Sure this is a friend of ours, Rugman? Anyway, Agrabah is that city over there, right? That's the one, my buddy Al's hometown. Why, when we first met, Al and I were inseparable. Inseparable? Wasn't he called Carpet in the Disney movie? Was he? Yep, until Carpet and I took off on a well-deserved vacation. What you might call a mini-world tour. Go to worrying about how Al was doing. I figured we'd pop back in to check up on him. Okay, night, Sachi. We're probably gonna be going for about half an hour or more. Yeah, Sachi? Why were you worried? Is there something to worry about? Well, sure. It's only natural to worry about your friends. I worried about how things were going with Jasmine and how the city was holding up. And once I get something on my mind, I can't knock it out. Tried everything. Dynamite, sledgehammers, tweezers.
Well, I don't know about anyone named Al, but the city's in rough shape. They've been fixing it up.
Right, they keep getting hit by sandstorms. What? Why do these things always happen the minute I leave town? Alright, stand back. A little magic and I'll have this place whipped back into shape. Your friend Al says this isn't a job for magic. He what? He said the people living there should be the ones to fix it up. Oh, well if that's Al's final word, I guess that's that. You're not gonna help out? Al said no magic, right? I'd love to just fix the place, but even the genie's gotta respect his friend's wishes. Guess so.
We should get back, Roxas.
Yeah. Still, I doubt he'd mind a teensy-weensy speck of help. There we go. Now the city's safe. And with that out of the way, enough stalling. Who are you two? Okay, forget who. Where are you two? Hey, mission go okay?
Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Thank Ax. End of statement. Thanks, Axel. You and Roxas are the best.
Ah yes, Shion's best friends, Axe and Rox. We try. So where'd they end up sending you? That place you and me went before. What was it again?
Agrabah.
Oh, that city in the desert.
We sure ran into some interesting characters this time, huh?
You mean Pete and Jeannie?
Genie sounded really worried about his friend, and some guy named Al. But I guess you can't always jump in and do everything for your friends, even if you want to.
That's right. People need their space. So then why did Jeannie say he and Al were inseparable?
Yeah, it's not like they were joined at the hip.
Well, I think you can be inseparable even if you're apart. Really? Sure. Feel really close to each other if you're best friends. What's it like having a best friend, Axel? Didn't tell you. Don't have one. Oh. Day 79. Because we need to go and do the recon in Beast's Castle as well.
We have to investigate this castle today, right?
Right.
We'd better be careful not to let anybody here see us.
I guess.
You guess?
Yeah, I mean, last time I was here, the place seemed deserted. All I heard was, never mind.
What?
You've seen... This is really funny. I did this out of order, I guess. I heard this roar, like an animal, a big one.
Really? What was it?
I don't know. Guess we may find out today.
I guess so. Well, let's get started.
Big stained glass window. It's honestly crazy to me, like... I haven't heard the actual MIDI of the Beast Castle theme from Kingdom Hearts 2 original, but like... the actual, like, full song of it in KH2 is like miles better than what we have here. Like, this sounds like what someone's demake of this song would sound like, you know? It's covered in dust.
I guess it's been a while since they used this room.
I seem to remember there being at least one in a weird spot out in the courtyard here. Because we're starting to get close to, like, where I ended casually. Are these breadcrumbs?
Maybe someone laid them out as food for the birds.
The castle isn't deserted after all. Yeah, right there. There's the tracks. Footprints?
Could be Heartless.
They're big. Whatever this thing is, let's be careful. I'm surprised that that crater there isn't a search spot. I like this little combo move that this Keyblade has. I tried to block that, but I guess I didn't do it good enough. Oh, there was a investigate. The door's locked. And that's the save room in Kingdom Hearts 2. There we go, the block actually came out in time that time. Anything over here? Nope. I guess we're going to the West Wing. The Master is in quite an unfortunate mood today.
Roxas.
I heard it too. If only he would leave his chambers.
What did you see?
Did you believe a walking, talking candelabra?
Oh, come on. Whoa, you weren't kidding. But how can it...
Beats me. But it did say something about a master.
So you figure it's one of the castle's servants?
Sounds crazy, but maybe.
And Saïx told us to avoid any contact with the people here.
Yeah, Let's search a little more elsewhere. Really? Is he just gonna kick me out again? Where am I supposed to be investigating? Where? Oh. Take a look at the gashes on this wall. Are these claw marks?
Some Heartless that got restless, maybe? Well, that covers pretty much everywhere we can get to.
Okay, let's think this through. That candelabra mentioned something about a master, right?
Yeah, that he won't leave his chambers.
Maybe whoever this master is has a room or something down at the end of the hall. Or,
Maybe this master or something has a room at the end of the hall.
wanna go find out?
What? But we...
We just need to slip by without being noticed.
You really think we can?
Well, I know we can't go back empty-handed. Sayax wouldn't be too happy about that. As long as we're careful, we should be fine.
Okay, if you say so.
That works, I guess.
Nice try.
Did that not heal me? Please. That makes me mad. That ate a high potion. Footprints.
Big ones. Heartless?
I don't know. They lead into that room back there. Think this is the master's room?
What's that? Or what was that?
Maybe just barging in is a bad idea.
Can you get a look at what's going on inside from there?
What is that thing? Dare she not join me for dinner? This is my castle, and it is my wish. My castle? Is he serious?
Balroxus?
There was a weird monster inside.
Whoa, what is he?
I don't know, but get away from the door. I don't want him to see us here.
Roxas, that monster.
Sounds like this castle belongs to him.
You think?
He called this place my castle. It doesn't get much clearer than that.
Then I guess he must be the Beast. Beast Castle? Makes sense. Do you think he's fighting the Heartless like us?
Must be. Must be.
And then the gashes in the walls must have happened in the process.
That's my theory, anyway.
A beast with his own castle, and a candelabra for a servant.
This place must have quite a story behind it.
Well, we know what the Master looks like. I think we can report back to Sayax now.
Yeah.
Want RTC?
I wonder where else. Oh. More claw marks.
The Heartless must be really out of control here.
Let's take a quick walk around over here and see if there's anything over here. Oh, whoops. Hmm? Uh-oh. How strange. The light, it must be playing tricks on me. Spotted us, we need to be more careful, or do we? Bucket and a mop. I can't imagine trying to keep a place this huge clean.
Exactly, which means he must have a lot of servants.
Why are those scratch marks not a, I wonder where the last little bit of this, intel is that we need. This wall is filthy.
You think the Heartless did it?
Really? That's not enough? Huh? I hear noises.
Really? I don't hear anything. Maybe you're imagining it.
Voices. I can't make out what they're saying.
Well, if somebody's in there, we'd better steer clear.
I hear rustling on the other side of the door. Who's in there? Maybe I can get a peek.
Roxas, don't open it.
Oh, right. Sorry. We should play it safe. Really? All of that intel, and it's not enough. Okay. Lord Xemnas has summoned us. That's closer to Xemnas' voice. That wasn't even Saïx's voice. The time has arrived. Look to the skies. There hangs the heart of all hearts, Kingdom Hearts, shining down on us at last. See the countless hearts that have gathered, hearts full of rage, hate, sadness, and bliss. There in the sky hangs the promise of a new world. My friends, remember why we have organized all the things we hope to achieve. The strength of the human heart is vast. Soon though, we'll have gained power over it. Never again will it have power over us. Oh, look, it's there in the skybox. Me and Xion are working together now. The genie we met in Agrabah said he and his friend Al are inseparable. Axel told us best friends can be inseparable even if they're not always together, but it sounded like he wasn't too sure about it himself. Thought Axel knew everything. Oh well. That reminds me, those weird pictures flashed through my head again while I was in Agrabah. The guy in red I wrote about before. Has he been to Agrabah or something?
Good luck today.
Hey, you remember to grab a treasure chest, Roxas? How about a little friendly competition? You got 80 chests open by now. If you can match that, I'll give you a prize. You game? There goes the treasure hunt. Hey, looks like you hit 80. Guess you've won yourself this. Cool. There it is, right outside that window. Kingdom Hearts. What do you make of it? It's very small compared to the Kingdom Hearts at the end of KH2. Day 94 of 358. To be fair, only like 150 of the days are actually playable days, but Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. Exclamation point socials if you want to check out my VODs channel mainly. I still have my Twitter linked on there, but I applied for I put my thing in to get a Blue Skies account, and I'm gonna hopefully switch over to that whenever I get my invitation code. But other than that, give me just a sec and we'll find someone to raid. Okay. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I should be back with more of this tomorrow. Unless something else comes up, like what happened with us starting Calamity, finally. Other than that, I guess, have a good one, and take care.